was very healthy before, which works in his favor. But he is very injured and very sick, and is going to need a lot from us initially, from you guys in a big way over the long haul. And so that's why we brought together an extended team of people to support you guys just as much as we're supporting him.
Okay.
The next big step in terms of his medical management is whether or not this breathing tube can come out, or if the safest thing to do is put a breathing tube here to protect him in the interim. Even if this is where we go, this is a temporary move. This can come out, and it's designed to protect his airway while his brain is trying to pull things together so that he protects it himself long term. Dr. Swice and I have been talking, and I believe, and he is in endorsed agreement about this, that he seems to be, from a neurologic standpoint, improving enough that he may be able to have this tube come out without needing a tube in the neck. The risk we run is that he develops a pneumonia or something to that effect, which would potentially cause more trouble. Sometimes the risk needs to be taken because the risk of surgery is real also. So there's no perfect solution, but that's really what we're assessing in the next day or so. And I'm going to talk to you about the determination we came to before we make any steps. He doesn't go to surgery without your permission. And he also, the breathing tube, unless he were to reach up and pull it out himself, which some young people, when all of a sudden the lights come on, have done that.
I believe he would.
I believe it's possible. I hope he doesn't because it hurts his throat, but he'll recover either way. But in general, we like to take things out in a controlled fashion or make that transition in a controlled way. So in the next day or so, the next big step is, can the tube just come out, or do we need to talk about a surgery to bridge him while his brain is trying to recover? By all other measures, by all other numbers, he is making good strides. He is improving. He is looking better, and he is leveling out to kind of ride with us.
So, as doctors, what would your suggestion be as far as removing the tube and having the risk of pneumonia without putting in is it a trach?
Sure, yeah, it's a trach.
Mm-hmm.
So my recommendation is giving him just a little bit more time to show us. I think what I was seeing, he was on some medication because when he woke up, he's very strong, and he was reaching and pulling and things, and so to protect him, there was some medication started to keep him more calm.
Mm-hmm.
But that medication also, I think, is not showing us how he is across the entire day. And so I need to see from him that his highs are really good, but his lows aren't bad. So right now, I'm seeing this very wide range. I think the medications are contributing to the lows. But some of it may also be him starting to kind of make the connection.
He's extremely strong.
Yes.
And he's extremely wild. He's my son, you know. I know when he's upset, he's very calm. He's a very calm person, but under distress, he's very wild. And I can only imagine him waking up and not knowing what's going on. Where am I? Who am I with? Have I been kidnapped? Is someone holding me hostage? You know, in this day and era, these are things that, you know, families discuss. You know, we're raising a black son, you know, so there's no telling what he's thinking and what's going through his mind, but I know this, you know, once the sedation is lifted a little, and if he hears our voices, if he hears, okay, I see, you know, calm down, if he hears that and he feels our touch, I'm sure, you know, he will definitely come down, you know, and so to try to, you know, make out what's going on. You know, I could, you know, just by telling them, hey, you're in the hospital, there's been an accident, you know, over and over again, you know, these are our kids, this is what we do. Repetition. You know, when we're teaching them something, we just tell them over and over, clean your room this way, this way, this way. You show him over and over again and until he gets it.
Yeah. So I think unanimously we agree with you that your ability to communicate with him, for him to hear you, is ideal. And this whole process with COVID has really compromised our ability to provide that to our patients because of safety issues with the virus itself, both for our patients and for their families. So I am very glad that our administration made a concession to allow you to be here, and while you're here, we're going to take full advantage